We're on.
Respect the place that you call home. Respect the land in which you roam. Respect the country you were born. Let's take it back. Respect reform. Hold on to freedom, hold on to hope. Don't give them slack, don't give them rope. Don't walk and hang your head in shame. Be proud, stand tall, and we will reign.
Rob, what are you doing?
Huh?
Rob,
Hey, sorry, chill
we're
out,
42 minutes and 40 seconds too late. Sorry about that. We had the computer decided to do a reboot. And Rob, what are you doing?
Neil. I'm having my Weeder box.
We're supposed to be doing a live show here.
Well, it's important because Green Party and Labour Party think weeds are so great. They've got I've got some weed seeds. I have it every morning for breakfast, and it's good for biodiversity.
Well,
good
Labour have took
good
the
for your
mantle
gut
up.
health. And you know what, Neil? It destroys papins within 1 year. I guarantee you. It's free down at the range. Okay.
I didn't know you were doing that. That's
Anyway,
good.
you got a free glass of wine to go with it. Anyway, tonight, guys, we're going to have a great conversation with Neil Stevens and friends, right, Neil?
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Who do we
It's,
have here tonight?
Okay. We've got our friend Nat, which is our local guy. He's going to come on most times. We have Councillor Tony Stevens.
Oh, we have a lovely moustache and well lad.
And we've got a new guest, Ian, today, and he's going to come and join the conversation. I must point out, guys, none of this is rehearsed. We are running behind. That's
generally
why we're
tell.
all flustered. Right, and let's just go with the flow, Rob.
Fantastic. Thanks very much. And Jess, let's flash up a slide of Ian's company. And hey, Ian, tell us in about 10 words a little bit about your company, if you don't mind.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rob. So I'm Ian. I'm the owner and manager of IG General Labouring Services. We're based in Exmouth, and we operate doing a whole range of general home improvements, landscaping. We help out as many people as we can to make their home as accessible as possible, especially obviously people that have additional accessible needs. So decking, things like that, so they can get out in nature, get out in their garden, and enjoy their home.
Thanks very much, Ian.
Ian, what's IG stand for?
Ian Gallen.
I got you. I just thought
And you're a councillor, Neil.
I just thought I'd get that one out. Sorry about that.
Great. So tonight we're going to go through some interesting topics. We're going to talk about the motions that you all have submitted at the Devon County, right, Nat? We're going to talk a little bit about the Remembrance Day and the service, what happened then. The budget that is impending, it's about to crash us all. We're going to talk about how many boat people came in today, right? Migration topics, and of course local issues. So, hey Jess, we've got a great slide. Please, guys, call in if you have a chance. We'll give you instructions how to actually do that by calling that number that's on the slide, right?
And can we just comment about last week, Ian?
So I do apologise on behalf of one of my friends.
Of course it was.
I was very busy. I was trying to figure out whether it was the neighbour or one of my friend that had just left the house. He was on his way to his girlfriend's. He was already being rushed by her, to be fair. He's got shocking timekeeping skills. But yeah, he connected onto my phone with his headphones just as I joined the call. And I think there was a little bit of
I think there was
French
two
being
words,
spoken.
two
Two
swear
choicey words
Yeah,
there, wasn't
Rob,
it?
sorry about that. You were horrified.
Okay,
I
well,
do apologise to all the listeners that heard anything. And
you're very gracious that you still got that person as a friend. Okay, Jess, we got another slide there, I guess, right? Okay, so hey, let's crack on, right? What are we waiting for?
Okay.
Neil, you want to kick it off?
So remember why we do this. This is just one method to relay what we get up to. It's been a busy week. I've had a lot of emails. I'll go for the first one off my head. The roundabout where sadly the gentleman got killed. The lady has wrote to me, I won't mention names, and the reply she got from Devon County Council and certain individuals wasn't sufficient. So she wrote back to me, And I read it and I thought, yeah, she's right. It's all about the markings. It's all about the signs. And we're not waiting for the outcome of the report. I'm not going to go into that detail. But the markings on the roundabouts down there and the signage is poor. So I've written to certain individuals. They've replied to me, and we're pushing to get these roundabouts marked correctly. Sainsbury's already mentioned. Weed, we'll come on to the weed in a minute. And I've had a lot of people writing in regarding double lines, one lines and all that. So there's a lot been going on. I actually accidentally took over Cleveland Street. Tony, I'll pass that over to you in a minute, because there's a lot of roadworks going on there, or gas, waterworks, and we've asked for the parking restrictions to be lifted. I was reminded that it's not my area, so I've passed that over to Tony.
Thanks.
There was about 5 other things which we'll talk about in a minute, but it's been a very productive week. I've been into the council 3 times, or 3rd time tomorrow, but we'll cover that through
Great.
the show.
Should we go back to hit your motions after we get a little kind of updates from Nat and
Yeah,
Tony?
I
Should
don't
we
want
do
to
that?
dominate the show.
Yeah, great.
Can I just,
Hey, Nat,
sorry.
how about you? What have you been doing?
Briefly, just a quick update. The P3 payments, which I've mentioned before, still chasing those up for the parish councils that I represent. I don't know what's going on, but that is still a problem, and the councils haven't been receiving the payments. I'm starting to get quite a few emails in the last few days regards our national flag. And that's maybe something we'll talk about a little bit.
Yeah, I think we'll bring that up in a minute.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
And
very
the
much.
other thing, agreed to go and open another parish once I've got a bit of time with a bit more weed clearance. So, yeah.
I think local councillors are onto those weeds.
Okay. And how about you, Tony?
Well, I'll summarise mine up as quick as I can, Rob. As well as doing local emails, one of the things somebody's brought to my attention are the lack of toilets, which we already know about in St Thomas. The ones under the railway arches owned by Network Rail, they don't want to open them, although personally I'm going to try and chase them. They say they don't want to open them because antisocial behaviour, needles down the toilets and all that, but essentially they're toilets, and it's something St Thomas needs. One of the other things about toilets in Exeter, I was informed by somebody in the council, 180,000. That's what's needed to keep the toilets open. And if I could find it, they would open the toilets. Well, you know, we have
180,000 to keep the toilet open for
keep
1
the
year.
toilets open every year. Well, we
Can
do
I have that job? I'll keep them clean.
Are they then going to start charging people again, like they're doing
to
on
maintain them
Exmouth
and all
Seafront?
that. But I mean, quickly saying, you know, we have an MP. He can find money allegedly for Riverside. Why can't
Yeah,
he
but
find
he doesn't
mon-
own the toilets.
No, he doesn't own the toilets, but he should be able
can
to
twist
find
some
money
arms.
to keep these toilets
We'll
open.
come back. We'll come back to that.
He's the leader of the area for the Labour Party, right? So he can twist some.
But if anyone's got 180,000, of course.
yeah.
Sounds like a lot
We'll,
of money.
we'll come back to
Well,
Steve in a
yeah,
minute.
thanks. Okay, so thank you very much, Tony. What about some motions? Should we talk about the motions now, Neil?
Okay, so what I'm going to go through is there was 4 motions that Tony and I put forward at the last council meeting. One was food waste, which I've already said to you, the actual council all agreed. We all allowed it to, where Devon County Council wrote a letter to all the local MPs in Devon, and respectively, they have all written to Parliament where that is going to be discussed in Parliament. So that's a win-win on food waste. So Ronnie, if you're listening, brilliant. And I've got your email about looking for somewhere for you to function from, and I'm on that case tomorrow or over the weekend. That's that one. Second one, ADHD. Natalie, we're on it. Okay, we are discussing it. It is not just Devon, it's other areas. We're trying to coordinate together, and I feel this or will go to the next full cabinet meeting. So that got passed yesterday. I went to the full council meeting. I went to the cabinet yesterday where I had to stand there and just discuss with the cabinet what I'd like to do. Regarding parking, all right, there is a thing called PARK. I can't remember the abbreviation for it, but we're looking at trying to introduce the evidence for people, the portal which you can report to. It's very disjointed. I have been guaranteed they're going to put a separate portal or add the portal where you can actually go online and put your pictures, get your information up, and that would do that. The most important one, right at the ADHD was the most important one, but the last one was the weeds. I wasn't happy what the cabinet had done. They had watered it down. One was they're already repairing pavements. The other one's getting local community to clear the pavements. And the last one was using, Tony?
Yes, the community payback scheme. I've talked to the highways officers, and we do qualify, and they are allowed to clean weeds up as long as it's not on the main roads. One of the problems originally was toilet facilities, but apparently I've been informed that they do have a mobile toilet that follows them around. They're assessing the areas that I gave them, so hopefully in the near future you should see them clearing the weeds up.
Can I pop my 2 pence in on that? So,
Certainly.
I was recently, I went down the wrong path, hung around with the wrong people last year, got into a bit of trouble. I'm now doing community payback as part of my community order, and I've been working around Exeter.
You might be used.
Yeah, so I've been working around Exeter.
How do you get on with that anyway?
It's been waived at the moment. It's been removed due to medical issues. Obviously, I'm waiting for surgery.
But generally, how do you get on? Sorry, I had to push Tony over because I had to change the battery in my hearing aid.
No, that's okay. So honestly, I can't fault any of the staff, like any of the probation staff, anyone that works for the probation service. Like they helped massively, but they don't. I can back this up. They don't have a toilet that follows them around.
Right, okay, so I've been in discussions right now. Going back to that motion, the last motion about the weeds, I wasn't happy with the motion. They had watered it down, and it's all about funding. So if we could do a seesaw, we've got to find money from somewhere else to pay for the weeds. But then I was backed. Thank you, Jackie, for the greens. She backed me, and Paul Knox backed me, and he's going to bring it to his East Devon Council. So I appreciate that. But then there was a bit of a spanner in the works by some lady who said, we do have some, and I emphasise some funding for weeds. Well, that just come out the blue, so I'm going to get a hold of her. At the end of the day, this city is deteriorating, Devon is deteriorating, and trust me, this will bite us in the ass next year. Because when these the weeds grow back, the pavements will crack, the curbs will crack, and we all experience.
Yeah. Well, Neil, you say money's available. Well, isn't it logical that the money was always available?
Well,
because
no, money was cut
they
back.
stopped,
right?
they
But
stopped.
then, money was cut back. All right, money was cut back to Exeter City Council. So, like I've said before, we can't blame Exeter City Council. They were funded by Devon Council because they're responsible for this. But I'm looking at the main roads. We can't do every street, and we could if we had the money. But it's all to do with finding money.
I can help out with that.
People can find money when they want to. They can find money to put new heating system in the swimming pool, but they can't find money to keep. And I'll tell you guys, these streets are looking disgusting.
I'm happy to donate at least 3 days, like a minimum. Obviously, at the minute, medical wise, like I'm very limited. Still looking for new employees, so if anyone is looking for work, get in touch. But I'm happy to donate at least 3 days a month to come into Exeter wherever anyone's got concerns, and I will happily. I've got public liability insurance, so I can cover myself and any employees. I can provide the equipment myself, and I will remove them, because the thing is, with the community payback, they're not allowed to use any sort of weed killer or any sort of chemicals because of Kosh, Riddle, and down to the fact that people walk their dogs in it.
Thanks a lot, Ian. Yeah, Neil, you were saying?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. And Julia Brazier pointed something which I haven't read. Thank you, Julian, for giving this to me. Apparently, Bristol, and now have made it a law, they can actually fine you and prosecute you for putting weed killer down on a pavement. I mean, Christ, common sense, bizarre.
Pollution, apparently.
Huh?
It's pollution, apparently. You're polluting the environment, and because it's not verified by the council, it's not supplied by them, and they're not making any money out of it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the country's gone to pot.
Neil,
sorry, Rob.
Just rewind, provide a little detail. So you provided initially a motion, which sounds like it had some action points, if I know you, right, and scope of work.
Yeah.
And then you say they water the weeds down, or the motion down,
That's
right?
a good thing. They watered the weeds. Yeah, they have watered the weeds down, if you want to put it that way.
So,
But I was backed by
before
Paul
and after.
Knox and Jackie, all right, who said they agree with me. The damage is going to be caused, and wait till I sit here next year and say, I told you so. But Paul Knox is putting to East Devon. We need to find some form of solution to tackle these weeds, because not just the damage. If you look at some of the bushes and nearly they're turning into trees, they're pushing cyclists into the road, out into the main road.
That one on Magdalen Road's terrible. That
Oh,
one round
I will
by
add
that
Neil.
bridge.
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
gone past there on
yeah,
crutches and that's
you've got James. By the way, James, I'm going to invite you on the show. You got James talking about cycling, which I fully support. And I've met somebody today who cycled all the way from town down to Alphington, and he said it was lovely. The bicycle lanes were perfect, so that's good. So I support bicycle lanes. All right,
It's
I
Paul
support that.
Arnett, not Paul
Right,
Knott.
but I don't support the weeds and the bushes when somebody dies or gets pushed out in front of a road. Right, so yeah, my main passion is this city looks run down. It looks ugly.
yeah.
It does. All the main highways in.
Let's,
is-
We're off script a
let's
bit,
just,
aren't we? Sorry.
Neil.
let's flash up to this slide right at the end. It says
you're
the
right,
new
you're
project of the week, just briefly, and show, give an example of
Oh.
how really how the city looks, right?
All right. Do you want me to do this one?
And this just
You're doing that.
this is right around the corner from where you and I live, right?
Okay, Tony, pass it over to you.
This is one for me now. So one of the little projects they gave me was just to find out how we go around getting the graffiti off boxes like this that are owned by Openreach. So what I did was I couldn't get a number for Openreach, so I thought we'll go for the CEO, as he's somebody good to get hold of. So got hold of the CEO. His minions answered. So what they've essentially said is, if you report them in with what 3 words, they will look at them all and hopefully start dealing with them and making them better. So if you do see any, what 3 words?
Right, Jess, can you put that back, the slide back, please? Okay, it's very simple. Tony might not. Right, what 3 words? As it's written down there, download that on to your phone.
It's an app, in other words.
It's an app.
Yeah.
It is basically an app.
It's really good if you ever get in trouble. If you go off out, do it obviously yourself. Like you go off out on. Like,
Yeah, we
the middle of
use it in the
nowhere.
military. The
You
military
can use it and like they can pinpoint up to a meter.
Correct.
A meter or 3 meters
Yeah.
away.
Okay,
They can
Neil. So
pinpoint.
what do we do then?
Okay, so sorry, Ian.
okay.
Crack on. Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of
No,
thought.
no,
It's okay,
right.
carry
So
on.
basically, what I'm saying is, if you've got a problem, and this is also to do with potholes. I was in Eltham today, which is another story. Okay, about the summer house.
I
But,
can't wait.
Oh,
Okay.
So download what 3 words? Find that ugly box, Openreach, or a pothole. You just basically what 3 words? It's 3 random words. Take a photo on your phone. Send them to us. I will send it up the chain.
We will be searching for boxes ourselves as well. So
If people go out and anonymously, I mean, obviously speaking hypothetically here, if people went out and made them look prettier by doing actual graffiti art on them, what would happen then? Well,
it's
they'd do it a lot
graffiti,
quicker, wouldn't
isn't
they?
it?
They'd do
So-
it a lot quicker. They'd
Yeah.
see it and they'd be like, oh, actually.
What you mean is if they put some swear word on it, it'd be done.
No. The thing is, if like obviously people went round, didn't they, fill in potholes with flowers and things like that, and
Yeah.
like the council came round and saw.
Look at the camera when you
Sorry.
speak.
Sorry.
Right. So
Well, yeah, but
this
that's
is Tony
graffiti,
brainchild.
isn't it?
Tony, your brainchild.
well, it's not my brainchild. I just wrote to the CEO because down my road I've got 2 boxes
So let's
with
bring it
graffiti
back.
on.
Let's bring it together. This package.
Yep.
So basically, download the app, find the location, take a picture, send it on to tony.stevens@devon.gov.uk.
Yeah.
And with your name and ideally with some contact details, if just give
Yeah,
your
well,
name.
just with the
Even
location
your
with
first
what
name,
3
right?
Yeah.
words.
And
Yeah.
and
And
they've
we'll track it.
guaranteed you to
What
clean
they've
them
said
up.
was they'll start looking into it and get it dealt with. So we'll see. Like
Yeah.
I say, I mean, it's one of those that we're not allowed to touch the boxes apparently.
We'll come back to
and
that
they look
slide
ugly.
a little bit
Yeah,
later.
we've jumped a little bit ahead.
Yeah,
so-
we did.
Yeah, my folks.
But,
Sorry.
just to add to that, Tony, we'll come back to the slide because actually, just before an hour before we started, Neil was in a panic. He said, "Find 3 pictures." So anyway, I went around the corner. Sure enough, it's all around us.
Yeah,
You know,
but I
these-
had them
the
3
graffiti.
pictures as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done them this morning.
the news agent right around the corner from where we live. There's a huge weed 3 feet high, and it's collecting debris like a
Yeah.
Coke can and stuff like that. So
Do you know that I think the problem is because it's there and it's not being dealt with, it becomes normal for people to look at. And actually,
Yes, I agree.
it becomes a blight
yeah,
that you tend, or
yeah,
some people
you zone it out.
Yeah, when
You
when
know-
I went to the cabinet meeting the other day, I actually said I planted a seed. I said, I bet you when you leave here today, all of you, council, everybody here will actually go and drive down that road, and they will notice the weeds. The place looks tired.
Yeah.
And we'll come back. Can I just come back to this shop
Go ahead.
up the road
Please.
here? Okay. So what they've done is they put 2 wooden boxes there, and they put 3 pieces of metal in order to keep the
Bike
bikes.
racks, I guess, is it?
Do you know what? First of all, I thought that's a bad idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I've changed my mind. Right, and I will say this to James, the cyclist, and all that. It's a good idea because I've seen young people,
I agree.
young children,
Coming out of
strap
the
their
shop.
bikes to that, and these young people can't drive, so they place their bikes on them racks. So I've not actually slated it, but if I was going to, I would be wrong.
Also, Neil, a lot of people go in and out of that shop, and
Dawn till
it's,
dusk.
it's great to have a little area where
We're safe.
no cars can get in, just for
Yeah.
people to pause and look at the traffic, I totally agree with you.
Is this our local shop?
Yeah, local shop down the
Yeah.
road. And first of all, I had an email. I didn't know it was going on, but to be honest, it's quite logical. The 2 wooden boxes prevents any accidents,
Yeah.
and then whatever people, young or old, who puts their bicycles there. And I've been watching. I've been observing because I take my granddaughter to school, so play group there.
Yeah.
and I got towed off today, by the way.
What, for watching?
no.
But I come back, Neil. I come back to what I mentioned 2 weeks ago, which was, we've raised this issue for 18 podcasts, Nat,
Yeah.
and now finally the MP it's important enough to the MP because he's
It's called
worried
jumping
about
on
us.
the bandwagon, Rob.
And it's in his annual brochure or whatever the flip it is, right? And he's saying, it's Devon County Council's problem. And again, when the glyphosate was banned, it was the Labor Exeter City Council, was run by Exeter City Council. Exeter City Council and the Devon County Council was run by Labor, and our MP is from Labor. So if he,
What are you trying to say, Rob?
I think he owns the
Trying to
issue.
say you're trying to say he's
I think
spinning it a bit.
I think he's trying to pawn this off on someone new now. After
Trying
he
to-
already
trying
made
to do a little
decision.
bit-
on
That
the,
seems like a bit of a-
Deflection.
The brochure they put out, which Steve Race did put out, I have to actually say everything is totally correct. Okay, but they can find you got people walking doing the weeds. We don't want picture shoots, do we, Tony?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that because I had some nasty comments from the local councillor when I said
What we want is money
About it.
for Exeter City Council to clean our streets up. That's simple.
I'll come and do it for them, but I mean,
What is that on a good bad boys register or a good boys
Oh,
register?
no, so I'll do it through my business, and
Yeah.
the thing is, I'll go around with my business name and my business apparel on to advertise my business at the same time as doing the council's job for them because they can't.
They haven't got the
to be
funding.
frank,
They haven't got the money. It's all.
They
yeah.
can't. They can't be asked to do it.
Yeah, but we
themselves.
can't hide
the
about
simple
money.
truth is we
Rob,
haven't
Rob,
got the
can
money.
I just say
Okay,
this?
chill out, guys. Neil's talking.
We cannot hide about money. People,
Yeah.
right? One of my speeches or closing speech yesterday. People don't care about the money. They care about service.
Mm-hmm.
They care about safety, and that's another issue. Safety. I learned a lot today. Safety, respect, the streets to be clean. That's all what people care. They don't care about who's in power. They don't. All they want is walk out that door, a clean street. Their dustbin's emptied.
Yeah.
They can walk into a
Well-
shop with a bunch of lunatics trying to grab GD. What's a sports shop called? JD Sports. Where you get gangs running in, and this is in Exeter, by the way, and somebody quoted me today, it's worse in Glasgow. That's another subject. Running in, grabbing all the training shoes. Sorry, Rob, I'm off track.
No, it's okay. We'll just maybe close this out by at least being a bit selfish. I'll say something. If
You're
that's
the
okay,
boss.
yeah.
Feel like
But what these are basic services, aren't they? They're like cleaning the dustbin, emptying the dustbins, providing a secure environment for police. These are basic services.
But,
So the money should be there, and if it isn't, they need to find the money. And we don't really need Steve Race to come up with a magic money tree. But when he does, I just want to point that out because it's interesting. We had the conversation yesterday morning. Remember that?
Yeah, I've got no problem with the dustbins. They're lovely, and I know most of them, and they do a fantastic job. It's not that. My biggest gripe is somebody today in a good, powerful position said she was, or he, as in, I can't identify the person. She said he was in town, and drugs is horrendous. I'm going to look at helping somebody today with the homeless, this Devon County Council. It is a nightmare. But the crime, organised, she said it's worse than Glasgow. And she comes from Scotland. And do you know what? It was an eye-opener to me. And where is the police? Where are the police? Well, they can ring him up because we've said something on the podcast. But why aren't they in town patrolling? Deterrent.
It's a money problem again.
In the army, I used to walk on. Oh, that's another story. But
just
These
back,
stories.
just back to this brochure. The conversation we had this morning, maybe it was or something. Whereas
I dressed then or not?
Yeah, you were actually.
Just about.
But
I was up at 4
But I
o'clock
said,
this
hey
morning.
Neil, I'm going to total up all the items that Mr. Race has in his fancy brochure. He gave £3 million for the boiler at the Riverside Leisure Center, £42 million for his woke energy deal, and maybe let's just say £70 million, right? Or let's just say,
let's just do it. Look at the brochure.
Let's say it's
Look at
60
how
million
much money
pounds.
he's given away.
Yeah.
Well, is it his money?
Yeah.
Is it,
Well-
Rob? Is it his money?
Well, no, it's redistribution. Okay, so
Whose money is it?
Okay, who's good at math here? Raise
Yeah,
your
I'm
hand.
not bad at maths. I can play darts.
Who's
and
good
that.
at math?
I'm pretty good.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, thank
so,
you.
Ian, 60. Let's say he says I'm come up with 60 million pounds, right?
60 or
60,
16. Yeah.
60 million. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, there are 30,000 PAYE people in Exeter, right? So what's 60 million divided by 30,000, right? You're good at maths, huh?
I'm good at maths. I don't think I'm that good.
Well, all you do is wipe out the zeros.
What's that, about 3,000?
2,000.
Is it about
Thank you very much.
£3,000, isn't it?
2,000 pounds. So in
No,
that
that's not
brochure,
bad for a
what,
paratrooper.
what I'm getting at, it's very simple maths, isn't it? Really. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I had it as
All
well.
the
you know.
ladies got it. Men did.
Calculator.
Give the calculator credit.
But seriously,
Hey, I had it 3,000 because we
Seriously.
discussed it this morning.
what the takeaway is, guys, is it's always great to say, "Oh, I got all this money," but he doesn't say, "By the way,
You would have had it anyway.
£2,000. And Tony, 2,000. And hey, Ian, write a check, £2,000, just because all the stuff I gave away in the brochure. They're not even talking about everything else that they do. They're
I'll just remind you, they lost all the seats.
They're
I
not
had to
talking
get
about
that one.
the,
That was your opinion.
the hotel at the airport,
I think net zero stupid.
right? So that's
Well, it's
my point.
unachievable, isn't it?
What is net zero? Sorry.
It's
I'll explain to
okay,
them.
guys.
Okay.
What I'm trying to get at is when somebody says I came up with 60 million pounds, they really should be honest and say, but guess what, guys? It's going to cost you 2,000 pounds. But they don't. So, Steve and your Labour friends, please be a little bit more
I
transparent.
mean, really
about it.
quickly, I just say that Devon's the forgotten area and Cornwall. I mean, the money's just not coming to us.
I've spoke to a powerful lady today, and she's really respectful, and I got total respect for her. And basically, the government have took away 50 million away from Devon alone, just 50 million.
Yeah. Well, let's. You're getting on to our next segment here about the national issues. Okay.
Very interesting.
We're all waiting for the.
Can we
the
just
budget, right?
explain? Right. So we're
Yeah.
doing local issues, which we're going to come back to, but we just want to dive into a little bit of
Yeah. Well,
issues
it's
which
gonna
is bigger,
impact-
but it's actually going to affect you guys. Nat, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you.
So
and-
again, Rachel Reeves. There's a number
Rachel
of this
what?
being Rachel Reeves. She's
I thought
the
she was
Chancellor
Rachel
of the
Thieves.
Exchequer. No, she's not. She's be respectful, Neil.
Okay, my apologies,
Be
Rachel.
professional, like
Play
that.
nice.
But again, when she says, "Well, we're going to have," here we go, Ian, do this math for me. 30 billion pounds we've got to raise. 30 billion. Let's say there are how many workers there are? I think there are 30 million workers in the UK. That's right, there are 30 million. So therefore, every person's got to pony up
That
1,000 pounds. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ian. 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Ian,
I
better
can't
get
afford
cracking,
to pull. I can't afford to pull
Yeah.
£1,000 out of my back
No,
pocket.
but what we already had a black hole on the last budget.
Yeah.
I thought. Did we? What was
Yeah.
the last black hole? Tony, anybody?
I think it was 30 billion, actually. I
28,
think
30 billion.
Yeah, I
where,
think
where
it's
did
gone
all
up
of
to
a sudden
50
the 30,
now.
40 billion come along?
Well, what's a
and
couple
they're
of
blaming
billion?
the government, but they've give extra money for this, they've give extra money for that. They're giving.
it's all the
They're
spare money.
giving,
Do you know-
they're giving a lot of money away to foreign countries.
Yeah,
when
but
it
do you
should be
think the other day
staying
for her
in
to come
this
online?
country?
What happens
But-
if charity starts at home?
Exactly.
But well, for her to come online the other day and to say she give that little speech, I can't tell you what I really think, but basically, she's manipulating us ready for a budget was going to hurt everybody. And look at the jobs. What's the job thing? 5% now.
I think it hit 5%.
5%, yeah, it's the highest it's been.
They just dished
But
out
then,
inflation.
hang on, let's give Labour a little bit of credit. Is it their fault?
Not
No,
according
I
to
think
them.
it's been progressive, isn't it?
No, is it their fault?
It's never their
Rob,
fault.
well,
Well,
I'll ask
then-
you that question, Rob. Is it their fault?
Okay, well, I'm a genius. I can answer that now, okay? Fist bump. But no, what it is, Neil, is they inherited a mess from the Tories, basically, and they made it worse because what's happened is they've, it's kind of like the whole social mess we're in, where people say, oh my gosh, Elon Musk, he's making too much money. We can't have him. And Bill Gates, no, we can't have him. So we don't have any jobs over here because they pillory these people and they can't. So people that want to make a buck like Ian or you, Neil, right? Not about that, but
Well, we don't want 3D
they don't
printed
encourage
meat,
people to
do we?
take
So
risk
Bill Gates
that would
can go
generate
and-
jobs. That's why we're in the mess we're in. There are no jobs over here because basically all the people that want to create the jobs and make a lot of money, they go over to America or a foreign country because they know they're going to be taxed to the hill. Does that make sense? Did I give the right answer?
I have a slightly different view, but
Okay, well, go ahead. Let's
there's
have
over
a
4 million,
conversation
4
with Neil
million
Stevens.
people got mental health problems.
Mm-hmm.
4 million people. Get a job.
Mm-hmm.
We've all had mental health problems, and I know I'm going to get criticised for this. All right, I can't carry you any much longer. I'm getting crucified by taxes. Right, 4 million people who could work, or majority of you could. How many's actually out of work? Did anybody know the figure?
Well, there are 30 in work.
No, how many people are
5%
out of work?
70 million. So
It's one of those
Well,
where
that one,
disability payments have
I don't
shot
care
through
what
the roof.
anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
does it start at the root though? It starts at the root.
No, it's an
where
easy
it
system
starts
to
at the
exploit.
doctor. It starts
It's
at
an
the
easy
doctors,
system
isn't
to
it?
exploit, and I've seen it. It's an easy system to exploit, and there is innocent people who need the support. But I can tell you, I know, and look at me in the face, there's people exploiting this system.
Yeah.
People exploiting dropping their children to school.
Well, the
I know you
people
don't
that are
like
having
it.
people,
I'm
they
getting
have a
passionate
sailboat
now.
down at Top Shop.
We need to find money.
No, and passion's what this
And
needs
I'll
to
tell you
be
what,
put
They
right.
are,
this
yeah.
this is going to tip the other way.
No, seriously.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I'm not joking
4
either. I'm
million
telling the truth.
people.
There's
You're
someone that I
telling me
know
you're
has a
sick.
sailboat down at Top
We've
Shop
got a
and he's on tip.
sick nation.
I've been off work for the past. I've been signed
I'm
off
not paying
since
for it.
since I left.
Yeah, but you
since
broke
I
your
left
ankle.
No, but no,
Yeah, but
no,
you've had
this
mental
is-
health
this is-
issues,
this
but
is-
there's
yeah,
a lot
but
of
this
people
is-
who haven't.
This is what I mean. Going back to the mental health side of it, a lot of people are struggling with mental health wise. But the thing is now, is doctors now and GPs are trying to lighten their workload and trying
They
to
can't afford
speed
a
people
sailboat.
through the process by giving them a slapdash diagnosis
Can you
that's
just-
easy
All
for
right,
them.
that's good. So you've had mental health issues,
Yeah,
correct?
and
We're
I'm
going to
only-
invite you back on the show. Hang on.
I'm only
But
just
what have
getting
you
out.
done? You've started a business.
I've gone back to my business. I
You've
started up in
volunteered to
2019.
put 3 or 4 days a month.
Yeah.
That I respect.
Yeah.
Like it's taken a long time, and like I've got no one else to thank but my support network, my friends and family. Tom
And
Albert's
yourself.
the person that I live with now. He's helped me. I was homeless. I was declared intentionally homeless by the council. I turned around and asked him. I was like, "You sit there right now after saying that and ask me whether I want to be homeless." And they were like, "Do you want to be homeless?" No, I don't. Would I like to live in a tent? No, I wouldn't. Like, it's getting toward the winter. Of course I don't. But they had me in a hotel, and because it was costing them so much money, they then went, "Oh, we found you a little room," and I mean box room. Like, I could literally touch the walls if I stood in the middle. It was a box room, and they were like, "Oh, you got to stay here. We'll find you somewhere eventually." They reviewed my case, and then came back to me and said, I think, a week or two later and said, "Oh, we've declared you intentionally homeless. We're not going to help you anymore. You've got 2 weeks to find somewhere to live."
Yeah.
And Tom Abbott's, who I live with, and he's thrown me a rope like when I needed it. He's helped me out of a hole, and he's given me somewhere to live. He's given me a foundation to build from, and he's given me all the advice and everything that he can. He works with kids with additional needs, or used to, for the Wildings out near Ascot.
Yeah.
And he's given me all the evidence and like all the advice and everything that I need to do what I've done now.
Good
and
for you.
And to grow.
Can I just
If
end
I-
this off?
if I-
Can I
if
just
there are
end this
applause buttons
conversation?
for- yeah.
I spoke to a very, she know what I'm talking about, a very high level lady in Devon County Council. Intervention.
Yeah.
Help them out before they go past.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I sat at that meeting. She gave me her own hour of her time, and intervention was one of the key words. If we can intervene and help these
Yeah.
people, like I totally
Yeah.
respect you. Okay, right? I'm a bit harsh because I've been working since I was 14.
I respect you for
I-
that, Neil. Like, there's not many people that will still go out and do a full day's work, and like you've had health issues in the past, you've had all sorts, and the thing is, you've not stopped and you've carried on going. And
Yeah, I'm
I
only
respect
24. I look like I'm 60, but I'm only.
Everybody has bad days, don't they?
Yeah.
We all get up some mornings, no, the weather's rubbish or whatever. You have
Yeah.
a bad
And
day.
the weather
Well,
does get
but
down.
you,
You know,
but
Right,
you
we're gonna have to get back
into
on
it.
track.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob.
Sorry.
Well, I just
Right.
want to say, some may say, Rob, you can't tell me about that guy with the sailboat. You know something, Neil? Facts over feelings is what I say. Facts over feelings.
But let's
right?
look at this 30-40 million pound budget.
No, it's coming out of your money and my money.
Billion.
But where did all, we already had a 30-40 million pound
Billion.
budget. Is
Let's,
it because they're spending too much? Ian, what's your opinion? We're the ones that are suffering.
Yeah, and the thing is like there's a lot of people out there that are like I was working. I was supposed to be signed off work while I was working for HSS Hire, which unfortunately they were based in Marsh Barton down by Screwfix, and they got shut down because of the fact that there wasn't enough business, and we kept getting complaints about late working hours from neighbouring businesses. And one thing that like infuriated me was after that, and when I got signed off, there's no incentive. There's nothing for me. There was nothing to say you will get paid more working 50 hours a week than what you will sat at home. And like that's the problem now is they're making it so easy. I say easy for some like fair enough to the people that need the help, and I support them with that. But it's the people that don't need the help and are taking advantage of the system.
What do you think about that, Neil?
that are bringing us to our knees,
to
bringing us
round
our
this
knees.
subject up, because
Yeah.
okay, so back to reform.
Yeah.
Reform are going to look at it. Labour have basically looked at it and they didn't want to know. Is it because they want voters? They don't want to upset people. But what I'm going to tell you, reform will look at this. This is going to drain us. This is going to tip us over the edge.
Yeah.
We cannot pay all these people to do nothing forever.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, how old do I look?
Oh, 22.
Thank you. I'm 60. I look like I'm 60 when I'm only 24. Rob, your turn.
Yeah. Well, thanks. You're just kind of getting into the next topic anyway, which is, how we remember those that actually, defended this country in their time of need, and people like you and actually me that have served and served. to
Yeah, can
tell-
I just
tell that
emphasise?
story.
I have
Yeah.
served in a war zone.
Yeah.
Right, and a lot of soldiers out there have served in war zones, and we do this so you can sit at home, whether it's right or wrong. Okay, I've lost friends. I've had bullets fly over my shoulder, and all these keyboard warriors. If you've got an issue, come to me house. You know where I live, 29 Queens Road, St Thomas, Exeter. I'm happy to speak to you, but don't be a keyboard warrior. Be brave. Come and see me.
Thanks. Hey, Jess, let's put up that slide and let the guys talk about that a little bit. What happened on was it Sunday?
Yeah.
But we had a Sunday and then a Tuesday. But the ceremony was on Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, the
was it?
most fascinating day was Tuesday. And if we can go up to the picture on the left, Percy Prowse, a Conservative. I was trying to change it, but he's retired now. He's a double alderman. He deserves everything. And then I asked Nat, Tony and myself, we went to the main one in Northern Hay.
Yeah, Northern Hay Gardens.
Yeah, and only because that was a massive one. Some people say I should have gone to Alvington. You know, it's not just Alphington, it's Cowick as well, and Tony St Thomas and Exeter. But that was a really fantastic day. I managed to blag my way into the Guildhall. That was another story. And I met Steve Race, which we'll come back to. But do you know what? The most memorable day was Tuesday. Tony?
It was really interesting because this was at Higher Cemetery, where obviously the main Remembrance Day was. We went up and witnessed two local schools. They came along, the children, and they laid a cross on every one of the fallen graves. And then all up near the cenotaph that's up there. And then another part of that school went across.
Can I interrupt you?
To the First World War one.
This was the junior school.
Oh, yeah.
Percy Prowse, well done. You organised it, third year in a row. We're talking about little guys. We were the only councillors to be invited up there.
Well done.
And
That's
do you
a
know, it was
statement.
quite emotional. We had boxes of crosses, Tony. How quick did we have to get them out?
It was surprising. I think 200 odd crosses. The children were running backwards and forwards, taking the crosses to stick them on the graves. Not long at all.
Okay. Hey, Jess, let's get the next slide up because I got to eat my Weetabix here. I can't.
Oh, is it?
Read a box.
Now, you've got a really good video. Do you want to watch that video now, Neil?
Yes,
or what?
please, sir.
Yeah? There you go, Jess.
Our message is, I can see in my mind's eye those rows and rows of white stones of all the hundreds of my friends and everybody else that gave their lives for what? The country of today. No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now. And what we fought for was our freedom. We find that even now it's darn sight worse than what it was when I fought for it.
That's very moving, isn't it?
Can I
Yeah.
do
Thanks,
emotional?
Neil.
I just... I didn't actually see that until yesterday. And it's quite emotional. Whoever questions a 100-year-old man who's fought to defend this country, you're sad. The country is deteriorating whether you like it or not.
He deserves nothing but.
Like, I've been away. My friends have been away. I've picked up whatever, legs, arms. Right. This country is going the wrong direction. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your religion is. When you come to this country, you respect us. And it ain't happening. The country is deteriorating. When I got a 100-year-old man crying, I'll tell you something. I put my life for them, right? And I will put my life for them. And that is one of the saddest videos I've seen. All these people died for you people in London. I'm getting a bit strong, aren't I? Sorry, Nat, take over.
Across the country, and you know what makes me sad?
Yeah, but you
as
get
well?
called racist.
Do you know what makes
You get
me...
called racist by putting a bloody flag up.
You get called racist for being a proud
Yeah, but
Englishman.
the people who call us racist, I bet they're not in the army, or they've never been in the RAF, or they've never served in the Navy, and they've served this country. Anybody who has and calls it racist, who's been in the military, give me an email.
Yeah.
And I will come to your house and shake your hand because it's wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I spent the last sort of 5-10 years of my great granddad's life. He served in the RAF. He was, as you guys know, of a military background. He was a Batman. So he used to drive around the big cheeses in their fancy cars. He used to love his job. He exemplary on all of his driving tests, everything. Like, he was a model soldier. He served in, I think, 3 different war zones.
Wow.
And I've spent the last 5 years of his life having to I say deal with, like, I love him to bits, and I'd do it all over again. But I had to deal with him being angry at me because he saw me as he couldn't take it out on the rest of the generation that are growing up and the rest of the generation that aren't respecting the soldiers that have served time. He served time. He risked his life, same as my dad did. Same as a lot, like another one of my second cousins. He's in bomb disposal. So like he walks toward things that are going to blow up potentially in his face with no worries at all. Like walks toward it and he's like, I will give my life for this. It broke my heart to hear my great granddad go, "I've given my life, and look at what you lot have done to this country."
That's powerful testimony.
And like, that was back in 2010, and like going from there to now, it's honestly like, I see why he's angry.
Ian, when I brought you, or we brought you on, do you know what? You've been open honest. And Nat, what's your opinion? Because it really upsets me to see a 100-year-old man, right, with people who have never been in a war zone, guys, right? We've never been shot at. I've had a medic with a bullet come over my shoulder and took him down, right? So don't tell me about sacrifice, all right?
Well, we've just finished talking about the lack of people working. And when you look at these guys...
Yeah, join the bloody army.
They've laid their lives on the line for your future. And I'll say it again because I'm absolutely fuming about it. An email I received yesterday from somebody who is part of running this county, and I quote, regards the Union Jack. And
can we bring that up in a minute? That's a separate subject.
Sorry,
shall we go back to the script? So we're rising and improves. Right, one in, one out, Rob.
Okay, well, we got literally 1 minute to do that. Okay,
no,
1 minute, one out.
No, we didn't start till 22.
But it's not 1 in, 1 out. It's 600 in, 1 out.
Is it 600 at the moment?
Oh, and then the one that goes out comes back in.
Comes back in again.
Right? That's how easy it is to get in this country, isn't it? That's a border for us.
You say about that. I was down walking down on Exmouth seafront a couple of months ago, end of July, and I actually saw a police response turn up. Like I was sat.
You saw a policeman?
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been. It must have been a march. It must have been an anti. It must be.
Probably asking for my telephone number.
Well, sorry, Rob. Jess, could you put the next slide up? I'm not a 100-year-old man, but I'm getting up there. But I just want to give you my reflections about the country because actually I was here when I was a young teenager, young boy, actually in the 60s. And I just flashed a picture of my family. My father was assigned to High Wycombe Air Station. And we all integrated right into the culture. I became a choir boy with my brother in the parish church, Tony.
Can you sing?
Yeah. Well, not as good as
Alexander.
Your son. Yeah.
Alexander's my son, and he can sing.
And just keep that up a little bit, Jess. Just on the theme about the changes in the country, back then, this country had a powerful manufacturing base. My dad had a Rover 3-liter, which is not a Rolls Royce, but it was the next thing down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then when I came over here in 1997, down at Canary Wharf, the HSBC building was about the only high-rise, and then pretty soon a lot of other high-rises because of the financial center. And every day, because I was living in Ascot at the time, the Concorde would fly over Tony. And I had my 3 kids at the time. Every time it flew over and I was home, I got all the kids out and say, "That's Concorde." That's how proud we were or observant we were about the greatness of the country. It was just, this country was really amazing, and it is amazing. But there are facets which are deteriorating that we need to grab back, right?
I was proud to take the Queen's shilling, and every soldier would take the Queen's shilling or the King's shilling now, and I was very proud. And I've done whatever I've done, but if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have done it, because I have a family, I have grandchildren, I have kids. Do you know what? I could have lost my life, and for what? The state of the country now. I know people are going to criticise me, and I don't really care, actually. Nah, I don't care.
No,
Ian, I don't care.
You deserve the right
No,
to be able to say this. I
am tired. I am tired. The reason I'm being in this position, Tony, as you know, I spoke Tony. He becomes a councillor because he's passionate as well. We have grandkids, and
well, it is. It's
if you
about
want
the
change, and I know I harp on, we got to get rid of the Labour in Exeter. This city is deteriorating.
It's only going to get worse.
It's going to get, and do you know what? They know it's getting worse. Rob, I'm off script. I don't care. But I'm very passionate. All right. And I'm not saying vote for me. I'm not saying vote. You know, all I'm saying is Labour is, look at what's happening now. Look at the streets.
It's going to be a tough job for whoever takes it on.
Yeah, and
You know,
there's no.
and
quick
there's
wins.
that's
there's
assuming-
There's no.
That's assuming
moving
it happens.
Well, I
in
know
May
what I
anyway.
would do,
you
and
know.
I wouldn't be very popular.
But no, but you know, there are ways of doing it. It's just whoever takes it on is going to have a big.
But we
problem.
don't know,
But-
do we? Because
But-
the May,
yeah,
the
but
May
people that are
elections may be
passionate-
Ian, do you
cancelled.
agree?
People that
It's-
live in
Rob,
people
you
that
must
live in
agree.
the city.
You're American, very proud to be American. I've worked in America, very proud to be. I've done your American flags 3 times with a parachute. They punched him in my chest 3 times. Okay, and I think I've done it once. Right, very proud of you to be on our team, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Right, this country needs to be sorted out. It doesn't matter who you are and what
Yeah.
you are. We all have to work
Okay, Neil,
together.
so,
And now let's go on to the flags.
Okay, well, you're pointing the finger at me. You're in charge. That
No,
means you're
we're
boss.
going on the
Go ahead.
flags. Yeah, no, I'm not in charge. We work as a team. And this actually, you've just led
There
me
you
on
go
it.
again.
We work as a team. We
That's
work
what
as
we
a-
all need
no,
to
no,
do.
no. Hang on, let me finish. We work as a
We
team.
absolutely do, yeah.
We also work as a team as councillors, elected councillors, Lib Dems, Greens, Independent, Conservative. Nobody wants reform, by the way, but we're here to stay, all right? And we are here for change. If you want change, you vote for reform. We ain't going to get it right. But, Nat, let's talk about the flag issue. Let's talk about this. I was in the council meeting yesterday. A lovely lady, by the way, who did support me regarding the weeds.
Great.
Already mentioned that. Okay. Really, like, I'm not going to mention names. But the flag issue was brought up. It was classified as criminal damage.
They're going to come after them. Yeah,
There's video footage of you guys.
yeah.
They've got CCTV. They can't get the people who do graffiti on the
Yeah.
on the what do they call
Or
it? Tony?
drugs.
Open reach boxes, Neil.
Yeah.
Open. You know, they can't get graffiti on the streets. They can't get antisocial behaviour, but they can catch
Can't
you
deal with the
picking
drug
up
dealing.
putting up the flags.
Okay. We
Sorry.
got enough.
Hang on, let me finish, sir. Criminal damage. They want to prosecute
You got it
you.
right, sir.
Be careful where you put your flags up, guys. And put them higher and higher. Okay, I don't care.
I'll go and stick them
Right.
on their speed cameras.
Okay, Nat, without introducing names,
No.
tell me, and I've actually tried to resolve this problem today, by the way. I've spoke to the head. Yeah,
This
we've got
is-
plenty of time. Who cares? Go for it.
This
On and no rush.
really touched
Neil's on
a
a roll.
nerve. and
We're
it-
having a
and it-
conversation with Neil Stevens, aren't we?
And it
No, I'm very
pulled on
passionate, Rob.
It pulled on my heartstrings, and it has all day. Now, I cannot believe that somebody can say, and I quote, that the Union Jack should not be used to stain lampposts like dog piss marking territory. Now, I cannot tell you how angry I am that has been said.
Well, disappointed, let's say.
Angry,
Just
Rob.
beyond disappointed.
and I honestly don't know where to go from there. Obviously, everybody watching, you will make your own minds up. But I can tell you now, as a Reform County Councillor, I support English men and English women for their love of their country.
Can I change
their
it?
Beliefs,
British.
their beliefs, traditions,
Does that include
and
Cornwall?
way of life.
Devon and Cornwall.
And that will not change. And things like that need to be called out.
I'm glad
Don't
that
you
my
be prosecuted next because Lib Dems want to. No, sorry,
Well,
not Lib
I
Dems.
will say expect a call from
individuals
the police.
want
Right?
to prosecute you for putting a flag up.
you'll
Yeah.
be in prison.
Is
You'll
that
be in
hate-
prison.
You'll
next
get a
week.
call for saying
But
something. man.
I'm going to have to be reality. So this morning the email came across my desk. I wrote an email to the higher command, and that's getting sorted. But the individual who wrote the letter has apologised, and he has shook one of my team's hands. So without exploiting it, all I'm going to say to Devon County councillors, be careful what you say. Do not classify us as racist, because the majority of these people, they're not racist.
Well,
they
how
want
could you
change.
be a racist if
patriarchal.
you're
they want
voted in by the
change.
constituents?
They do not want all this bullshit. They want change. They don't want the weeds. They don't want all this
Go ahead,
crap.
Nat.
I
which we
couldn't be
promote.
further from a racist at all. I've
Okay,
got
so
such a
Steve, if you're
wide
listening to me,
range.
get the money in the right position.
When
Sorry, I
somebody
heard that,
calls
Dave.
any one of you a racist, aren't they saying that your constituents are racist because
Yeah,
the
so everybody who
constituents
votes for
vote-
us
It's
are
Democratic-
racist.
You're only
have-
Be
racist.
careful what you
Yeah, exactly.
say.
I have
It's
a
gonna
wide
bite 'em.
range of friends.
Right,
from
I've
all
got
across
one
the
other
world.
subject. Am I allowed to talk in a minute?
Well, we got to move on here.
Okay, sir.
But
How
go
many
ahead,
minutes?
sneak it in.
Okay, today the summer house, one of my pet hates, summer house. So basically, they had a Wendy house, they substitute for somebody house, summer house. We've got the sorry, I'm not allowed, neighbour who used to work for the council for 8 years, but not connected, planning. Yeah, you can sue me if you want to. I'm used to being sued, right? So basically, he was a councillor for 8 years. He worked for planning. He put his wife to put the complaint in. They put a complaint in. Last order to remove something was 2023. Exeter City Council have put an order to take this the summer house down. That's why we need to get rid of Labour.
That's
Heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Heavy-handed. And I'll tell you what, guys, your time's up.
Yeah.
We need to sort this out.
Well, you are sorting it out, and let's show the slide, Jess, about how you are sorting it out. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us
yeah,
about
that's
that
good.
one, okay?
Yeah, Tony. Weed of the week. So I
Weed of the
claim
week.
this one. So I have to give Devon County Council the credit. So I rung them up. The roundabout near Plumbase. By the way, Plumbase are brilliant.
By
they
the way,
advertise
when
my
you say
board.
give them the credit, you're not talking about the councillors, but the people who actually do the work, right?
Which constituency is this in? Sorry.
This
That's
is
Neil's.
Devon County Council. So I rung up about the weed on the roundabout, which was obstructing the sign and the light near Plumbase. Plumbase, by the way, thank you. You always supported me and you allowed me to put my sign up when I was...
Is this Marsh Barton? Sorry.
yeah, Marsh Barton, yeah. Within 24 hours...
It's
as
gone.
you can see, before, after, and I have to give this to Devon County Council.
Can I say though, they could have removed it a darn sight earlier. It's took a bit of time.
No,
to grow.
because let's be honest,
They don't
Tom. They
have
can't
money.
go around looking at all the signs.
You don't have the money.
well, no.
That's
No, but nobody drives around.
Yeah. It's an emergency kind of thing.
How many minutes
Yeah.
got left, Jess?
So we're about out here. But anyway,
2 minutes. Sorry, Jess.
but I think we
Those
covered
three.
a lot of the good topics. Alfredton drains, Cleveland.
No, we
Street
haven't.
Parking.
Okay.
Go through those.
So let's talk about this. What are you looking at me for?
I'm waiting to see what's coming next. Like you say, nothing's
We've
scripted.
talked about the roundabouts.
Yeah, 2
with,
minutes. I love
Roger's been brilliant. Okay, the drains in Alfredton Road. Yes, Labour said they sorted them. They haven't. I'm going to sort them. The drain which they brought up yesterday outside the school. If you don't tell me, I don't know. They'll be sorted. Labour councillors have no power over the roads. You have to speak to me. The Wendy House. I wrote to 2 councillors. Rob, thank you for replying. Yvonne, thank you for not replying. Don't bullshit me, okay? We're trying to support the people, and we ain't supporting the people if you
Yeah.
do not reply.
Well, that's why
Oh,
Yvonne ate.
we're not
Wait.
talking about Google AI there or Google.
No,
Oh,
I'm not
AI's
here
got
to
out
maintain
of
my
hand,
job.
say.
I'm here to look after the people. Tony, you're here to look after the people. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Well, before the election, I asked actually a couple of people in your constituency. I said, "Do you think Neil's going to win?" They said, "Of course." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Because Yvonne didn't do anything. She's a numpty." That's what the comment was.
Glad you said that.
No,
Anyway,
right.
no, seriously, that's what
Now,
they
I have
said.
to say, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and
Yeah.
people will slate me. And keyboard warriors, if you can stand there and done what I've done, I'm
Let
happy
them
to
crack on.
bow.
Send them out to
No,
the
I'm
walls
happy to
that
bow.
have gone in, Neil.
I'll bow
let's
to 'em.
let's
Sorry,
do
sir.
something constructive. Let's ask everybody to send in any ideas or any anything you'd like to Neil and Tony. It's the same sort
Well,
of
one of
thing.
the things, of course,
Right.
open reach boxes. What 3 words?
Yes.
Can I just ask? Obviously, I understand that I'm not in the local constituency. I'm Exmouth, but obviously we're still covered under some form of Devon County Council.
Yeah, Helen
whether it's
Helen
East
Brown
Devon.
is brilliant.
Alan Brown.
Can I go to Helen with obviously any issues with? Because obviously I won't just speak for myself on my opinion. I'll convey obviously any of my friends, any of my families, any local people to Exmouth.
Yes, you can.
I will convey all of their concerns, and I will get stuff done about Exmouth, because Exmouth's the same. It's looking run down. You've got the Premier Inn on the seafront. There's
Yeah.
construction stuff up and work being done for the past 2 years.
We'll get you
And
in contact.
Right,
We'll get you
Helen
in
Brown.
contact with
Helen Brown is a legend.
I can't
She
wait.
will. If you speak to Helen Brown, she will support you. Would you?
Yeah,
you agree?
100%. 100%. Yeah,
Right,
great-
Rob,
great-
we're going to have to
great-
wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Okay,
Guys,
well,
first of all, I apologise for the technical issue. That's my fault, not Rob. Okay, next question, Rob. Pass it over to you, sir.
Well, thanks, Tina, for your comments. One of which was that Neil's looking quite old, so I think you need to get a shave.
Gonna have to get the moisture.
What did you
out.
say about me?
Do you know what?
uh,
I've had a stressful.
Another person that said,
No, but I've
How
had
many,
a.
how
Yeah,
many
but,
donations have we had so far regards the Movember challenge?
oh, by the way, if you look at, I look like a I was going to say something, but I can't say it. And if I look at it, Rob, we can do what we like. Timeline is not a
Yeah.
problem. I know you got a date in a minute, and
Yeah.
Gwen, I really appreciate you taking. Do you know?
We'll
Oh,
make him
sorry,
late.
Rob.
Let's make him late.
But let me finish this, sir. I appreciate what you do.
hey, Neil, if I could kiss you, I would, but I won't. Okay? How about the next slide there, Jess, with that great warrior we have.
Get people jealous if you go kissing Neil.
So, Neil and councillors, just 1 minute on what Reform is doing and our great volunteers there, if you can, please, because we must acknowledge our party, which is the best party in England. And I'm not talking about the party you're going to have after the podcast, but our
No, but what
Reform
we've
party.
got a meeting. When's the meeting, Rob?
This is 2 o'clock on Saturday the 22nd.
22nd, yeah.
And
Okay.
you have to be a member, so hey guys, join up. £25. If you can't afford £25, you go to work for Tesco at 2. Seriously, no, it's going to be a barrel of laughs, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Huh?
So going back to Rob, first of all, I want to say thank you for hosting it. We've done a little bit of a change today. We're not scripted. We've got nothing. We just talk what we feel, and I am very passionate. But Robert, thank you for your time and effort. And listen, we need change. The only way we can get change is people to come on the show, to sign up, and to vote.
And to speak up.
Right, and we don't want to be the party who turns up 4 or 5 days before the election, which is in May. Rob, am I correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah, early May.
Yeah. And be there,
2026.
go and vote for us. Listen to us.
Yeah.
We can't promise you everything, but we will make a change. Tony?
Yeah, I mean, I agree totally with what you say there. I mean, Reform is the party to sort of vote for. I mean, maybe I'm being biased, but look at what's happening at the moment.
Well, you
know,
can't get any much worse.
I mean, it's either Labour, Conservatives, or Lib Dems.
no,
you know?
I call them Lib Dems.
Lib Dems.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up. But before I do, again, Ian, thank you very much. Guys, if you have any work around your house or area, give Ian a call. Neil, you were going to say something,
Yeah,
were you?
2 things. Could we just play the Old Gentleman again and then play the last bit of music, which we normally do?
Can
in
I
our-
just say
Yes, sir.
one final thing? Thank you very much for inviting me on.
We're going to invite you again about mental health. We're going to
Yeah,
we are going to invite you on mental health issues.
That's perfect. Thank you very much. I also want to say I don't want it to come across like all I've done is slate East Devon District Council. I have had a few very good workers like within the council that have helped me very much.
Thank you.
And I'm back up to a good point now. But I'd also like to thank everyone that's helped me get to the point where I'm at now. It will come back. Good karma is a thing.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
So before
Thanks,
we show
Ian.
that video, Jess, could we just bring it back to this
Mind your
great...
hand, Rob. Bit
huh?
lower.
Okay. So Weedabox, I'm sorry. If you need some weed seeds, just give me a shout, or you can go down the range. I'm sure they'll give you a whole box. full of
Rob, you're a
whatever you
devil.
want.
You know that.
And it's sponsored by Steve Race and the Labour Party for stopping the glyphosate. And I think the Green Party loves it as well.
Just
So-
go take some cuttings from the
Really-
weeds on the
really-
pavement.
Ah, yeah,
You're
but
good.
remember
Okay,
what
so
I
I'm
said.
gonna-
No, Bristol are actually
Can I
going to
get back to
prosecute
my-
you now for clearing the weeds off the
Right,
streets.
Don't do what I did and buy wildflowers online, because I think if you buy them from a foreign country,
Full of weeds.
they are not just wildflowers. You end up with stems sort of about 2 inches
Oh, right.
in diameter and stand about 7
I
foot
thought you were going to
tall.
say
So
you end up with rather
yeah.
What
dubious
you
looking
said, just
poppies.
throw them around.
Okay, let's roll, guys.
Can we have that video, please, Jess, of the Old Gentleman and the last song, which
Thank you
we've...
very much.
Robert, thank you, sir, for
Thank
doing
you,
this,
Neil.
and thank you for your hard work.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
Thank
weed
you.
box.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is. I can see in my mind's eye those rows and rows of white stones of all the hundreds of my friends and everybody else that gave their lives for what? The country of today. No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now. And what we fought for was our freedom. We find that even now it's downsight worse than what it was when I fought for it.
Sacrifice was not worth it.
Thank you, guys, for watching tonight. We'll see you next Thursday, 6 o'clock, same place, same time.
How did it go? Ooh.
Respect the place that you call